Hey, what's up guys? I got another OneXplayer video for you. Today we're going to be checking out a few games that was requested for me to check out and I didn't get a chance to do a video on. One of them is Smite. So let's get right into it. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Get a little closer. Okay. So I do have Smite installed and I did actually optimize it to where it played the best in my opinion. So the first thing you're going to notice about Smite, is you don't want to open it from the shortcut. Okay. The reason why is that there are two different versions of it that gets installed. You get a 32-bit version and you get a 64-bit version. Now, for whatever odd unknown reason, even though this is a 64-bit system, the 32-bit version is the only one that works. But it doesn't default to 32-bit because this is a 64-bit version. This is a 64-bit device. So if you run it from Steam, it'll give you the option 32-bit or 64-bit. And if you run 64-bit, it'll just crash. It'll open up and disappear. I don't know why. This is not a game I play, but for the purposes of the video, to show gameplay and my recommended settings, I guess, I just wanted to let you guys know that, so when you do get it, for the person that wanted me to play this, that was thinking about buying it, you will be able to play it. You just got to make sure that you play the 32-bit version. But it could be a number of reasons why the 64-bit version just doesn't run. I'm not going to speculate, but it doesn't run by default. So save yourself some trouble, run the 32-bit version, and the 32-bit version runs and relatively well. Alright, so I just created like a default character and messed around with the settings a bit, and I just wanted to show you guys some gameplay. Now, hopefully the video is clear enough. Alright, so you're going to notice that the volume is very low, and that's because I actually forgot to open up my volume amplifier app before I ran this. So as you can see, I am still in the tutorial phase. I haven't done anything yet, so let's skip this. Can I skip? Can I skip? Hold spacebar. What if I don't have a keyboard? What if I don't have a keyboard in America? Okay, so it's not going to let me skip the movie clip, but I don't think it's a very long one. So this is basically like tutorial mode. I wish I knew what they consider in the controller portion of it. Spacebar, because I'm pressing and holding all buttons, nothing's happening. Well, let me show you guys the settings anyway. So the world detail I have on low for whatever reason. As soon as I push it up a notch, it goes from 150 FPS to like 30. I don't know if that's some kind of defense mechanism where it thinks that the system cannot handle 60 FPS if world detail is on high or medium, but it automatically drops all the way down to 30 FPS. And it doesn't pass 30 FPS, so it's like it's locked. So leave that at low. Everything else is on high. Texture, shadow, shader. Resolution is 1280 by 800. I like to have it at 1280 by 800 to alleviate any issues. But the reason for this video is to show that it can actually go higher than that. You can scale the resolution up, or you can put the resolution at 2560 by 1600 and then scale the resolution down to however you see fit. If you want to make sure that the FPS is around 60 FPS, leave VSync off so you can see how much give you have. As you can see, there's a lot of give here. You got a lot of options to add more things, so like you can scale the resolution up and it probably won't really affect the FPS, but better to change the actual resolution to like 2560 by 1600 and then scale that down and see what you can get. But for this video, I just have it at 1280 by 800 because I don't mind the way it looks with everything turned up. Turn vertical sync off so you guys can see how low the FPS dips and at what parts. I don't have turbo mode on, and this is the latest version Intel driver. I'll show you guys at the end. Not the beta, but the latest stable version. I believe that's 9862. I could be wrong. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna list it up actually in the title. This way you guys know. Okay, everything else is on high, and this is D39, not D311. So keep that in mind, in case there's a difference. So as you can see, it runs fine. It's 150 FPS to, I would say it ranges around 150 to 120. So you have plenty of give to turn things down. I mean, to turn resolution up or whatever you have to do. It looks actually really nice in 1280 by 800, but I know a lot of people don't like having to scale it down. So what I could do, see, now we're at 90, so it varies based on how much action is going on, but it doesn't even get near 60, which means you can just put VSync on and it'll be a solid 60. You don't have to worry about that. I've actually never played this game before, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons. But it does work. As you guys can see, it's not going to be much of an issue. I know my gameplay is a little boring. It's just I don't know what I'm doing, and I think it's tutorial mode. This kind of game will probably be better if you have like a keyboard, because I can see that there's a lot of unlocks at the bottom of the screen, and you'll probably run out of buttons. But what is this? Tickets. I got tickets? What does that mean? Do I get to go to, oh, shit. Oh, the disrespect. Oh, shit. Why did I die? Can someone answer this question? What the? Wow. I was sacrificed. I was sacrificed. Wow. I don't know. This game is a little disrespectful. What I was trying to do is follow my team, and I don't know. I got killed by the statue. I stepped out of his zone. I stepped out of the friend zone, so I don't know what he was so angry about. Just because I'm level 4. Okay. One day I'll be level 100 too. But anyway, so the game does work. Let's do some experimenting. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Get away from me. I'm trying to get to the start menu. Alright, so let's do some experimenting with the resolution and see if we can crank this up to, you know, 2560 by 1600 and with these settings, because I actually haven't tried that. What are my teammates doing? Why am I getting attacked? What is this? Alright, let's see here. Can I scroll? Bastards. Oh, okay, I can just do this. Simple. Alright, let's turn this to the full resolution and see how much it drops. And if it's not bad, then we can just turn down the resolution scale. Okay, so we're at full resolution, 2560 by 1600, and as you can see, we dropped down to 19 FPS. So what I'm going to do is put turbo mode on. Excuse me, sir. Damn, can I breathe? Calm down. So what I'm going to do is put turbo mode on and see if that affects the FPS. I just don't want to die. Damn, how much health does this bastard have? Come on, I'm just level 4. Can we talk about this? Anyway, let's hit turbo mode and see if there's a difference in performance. And not really any difference, so I don't think TDP has anything to do with the performance. So let's turn that off. We don't want to waste battery. Let's pause it and see if we can scale the resolution down. Now, not many games is going to play at 2560 by 1600, but we can scale the resolution down to as far as 50, which is equivalent to 1280 by 800 anyway, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, though. I don't know the exact math. I think I applied. I don't know. Is it working? Or the hell? Did it apply? Usually when you apply it, it goes out of the game, but doesn't seem to be doing it now. Okay, So actually, I even scaled it down to 50%, and we're at 30 FPS. And actually looks worse than it was when it was 1280 by 800. Strangely enough. So yeah, just stick with my original settings. Change the what did I click on? HUD editor. No, I'm not trying to do this. Reset. Close. Okay. But yeah, just stick to the original settings the way I showed you guys. Don't mess around with the... Oh, world detail went to medium. That's why. How did that happen? Magic? That's probably why it's doing that. See, I don't believe in magic. But magical things happen. Nope, it didn't make a difference. Anyway, so just leave this at 1280 by 800. I mean, put that back. And what we can do, since we have a lot of give at 1280 by 800, we could turn up the world detail and see at what point it screws us over. Because it screws us over just as bad as changing the resolution just did. But I don't know how well. So okay. Okay. So now we're at 1280 by 800. And oh, how do I back out? And for whatever reason, actually, it's still glitching. So maybe just after you mess with the settings, reset the game, because it shouldn't be at... We just had it like this, and it was not playing like this. So some weird shit going on. Anyway, let's reset the game because I want to show you guys what version of Intel I have anyway. Let's go to the Intel this crap. Alright, let's go to is it system, GPU? Yeah, so I'm at what's current today, which is 9864 for this game, and it plays just fine as long as you don't apparently mess with the resolution. Once you mess with the resolution, the game starts telling all kinds of lies. You can mess with everything else, but just don't mess with the resolution. So what I'm gonna do before I turn this off, I'm gonna turn the world resolution up a notch and see if how much performance it takes out in terms of FPS. And but on low, it looks fine to me, but I don't know. I haven't played this on the actual gaming rig, so I'm not sure how it looks relative to it being medium or high for the world detail or whatever. But for me, it looks fine. But I want to try and see if we can get a little bit more out of it since we have so much FPS. Give. What the hell is this? This is not training. Okay, it's not Smite tutorial. Okay, we're back at the tutorial. Okay. All right, and it's back working again. So I don't know why it went from. So maybe it had nothing to do with the resolution. Maybe you just have to reset it. It did say something about reset for certain settings to take effect. So that could have something to do with it. Can we skip this, please? Oh, yeah. Alright, let's go to settings here. Yeah, as you can see, world, everything's back the way we had it originally, which was the idea, the way I had it set up before. Let's turn world to medium and see what happens. So we have 150 FPS, and it ranges between 130 and 150. Okay, so we put it on medium. The fact that it didn't change means that, yeah, it probably needs to reset before anything takes effect. Well, for certain things to take effect. I don't think world kicked in. Can we skip this? My God. My God. The game doesn't want me to skip the movie clip. Anyways, it still looks fine. It's probably because it didn't take effect until we reset it, and I'm not going to reset the game again. But you guys can experiment. Just remember that when you do experiment, reset the game, because it does not save when you switch things back, apparently. I would like to use this guy. He looks like a sick bastard. I want to use him. How do I switch? How do you switch characters? You don't. Okay. Anyway, guys, it does work. You're gonna have a lot of fun with this if you're a Smite player. A portal. Wonder where that goes. Oh, nowhere. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Got a few more to make tonight.